Hey everyone, it's Emmy here. I'm a personal trainer, yoga teacher, health coach, and Reiki master, and it really is my mission to help women get back into exercise because we all know exercise is so good for us. But I think so many of us have had such shitty experiences when it comes to exercise that sometimes it doesn't feel like something we want to do. So I feel like it's my mission to help women want to do it and do it on their own terms. And so today I really wanted to talk about my favorite fitness equipment and workout gear and why it's important and where you can get it from. So the first thing I want to talk about is why having great workout gear makes a difference. And it could be the equipment you're using, so whether it's like yoga mats, yoga straps and blocks, or whether it's your kettlebells or dumbbells, or whether it's what you're wearing. It's really important to have stuff that you feel proud of and things that you actually want to use. It makes a difference in terms of your motivation, and particularly when it comes to clothing. Particularly if we've put on a little bit of weight since we last exercised, or we're a bit older, or we feel a bit more self-conscious than we used to. It makes a huge difference if we're wearing things that fit us, that cover up our bellies, that hold in our boobs, and that make us feel like we can be safe and a bit stylish when we're exercising. So I really believe having the right equipment can be really motivating, and it can also build confidence, which means you're more likely to work out. And that's so important when we're getting back into our exercise routines. So firstly, I want to talk about workout gear, like what you're wearing as someone who's working out. And I want to talk about some of my favorite places that you can buy clothing that's going to be mostly affordable, but also going to fit different size bodies and work for you in a way that's going to be accessible and comfortable, but also stylish. So when it comes to workout gear, I think my favorite place to buy tights and bras and tops and everything is from a place called Fabletics. Now, Fabletics is an American brand, and they don't have stores in Australia as far as I know. But remember, I live in a country town, so maybe there are some stores in Australia that I'm not aware of. But the way Fabletics works is it's a subscription model. So you pay, I think it's $69.95 US a month, and you can get a whole workout outfit every month for $69.95. So sometimes that's a two-piece outfit, sometimes that's a three-piece outfit for $69.95 US, which obviously every month that's slightly different amount of money, and you do have to pay a little bit for shipping. Now, there is some downsides to that, of course, because shopping online means that you can't try the clothes on, and it may take a while to get to Australia from the US. But I love Fabletics because they have a huge range, and they have sizing that's really inclusive and really fits really little bodies, but also really large bodies as well. So I really love how they've thought about all the different body shapes and sizes, and they have new things coming out all the time. Now, with the $69.95 subscription, you can cancel every month. So like if you don't want to spend the money this month, you can actually get out of it if you don't want to, which is really great as well. So I love Fabletics, and often when I'm wearing workout gear, the things that I get commented on the most is my stuff from Fabletics, and I really love it. So I just want to let you know that if you use the link that I'm supplying for Fabletics, I may get some freebies from them, but I would recommend them anyway. I think they're fantastic, and I love their gear. But the downside, as I said, is that you have to shop online. You're not sure how it's going to fit, and it can take a while to get here. If we look at all the individual pieces, let's just talk about some of my favorite brands for that. So when it comes to bras, my favorite place to buy bras at the moment is from Rockwear. So Rockwear is an Australian brand. They have stores all around Australia. They don't have one in the town that I live in, but I can shop online if I want to. They have a huge range of bras. They often have sales on bras. I've got a fairly large chest, so they've got ones that fit me, although they don't go into as big a size range as Fabletics do, but they can still fit, I think, up to size 18, which is pretty good, but it'd be great if they could do bigger as well. But I love them because they've thought about bigger breasted women, they do have some bras that are quite high coverage so that you can feel comfortable. And that's what I would recommend. If you've got a bigger bust, find a high cut bra, because if you're bending over and doing a plank or doing a forward fold in yoga, you feel like you've supported and that your boobs are going to be contained. So if you're looking for a bra and that's all you need to buy and you can fit into their size ranging, I highly recommend Rockwear. Let's talk about tops now. I love basically going to, say, Kmart or Best and Less or Big W for tops, because I feel like tops can be quite fashionable and we sweat a lot in our tops, and so it can feel really nice to be able to get new tops fairly regularly. So I don't recommend spending a lot of money on tops, just finding ones that are fashionable, which fit nicely, you know, different colors, different lengths, you know, sleeveless or long sleeve or whatever you need, and really working through the fashions of that. I'm not really into fast fashion, so it's not like I'm buying a new top every week, but if I'm buying something seasonally, I find that Kmart, Best and Less, Big W, those kind of shops have some great tops, don't need to spend a lot of money, and it can be a quick way to add new clothing to your workout wardrobe so that you feel confident to get out there and start exercising again. When it comes to tights, I love Victoria Stag. So Victoria Stag is a small Australian owned business. They really do cater for larger size bodies. So I think they started around size 14, maybe a 12, but and then they go to quite large sizing. So they're definitely made for fuller figured women. They have the full range, but I particularly love their tights because they do make really high waisted ones, which means, you know, if you've got a big belly like I do and you're trying to do squats, if you've got tights that don't work, every time you squat, they kind of start to roll down underneath your belly, and that can feel really uncomfortable and it can feel really awkward and, I don't know, unattractive, you know, for yourself. And you want to feel secure, you want to feel like you're contained, you want to feel like you can squat as much as you want. So I love Victoria Stag. They don't have a huge range in terms of colors and things, but their products are very well made, lots of great sizing, and I really do recommend them. Just want to let you know that a number of years ago, I was given some Victoria Stag for free. And that's part of the reason I'm recommending them, is because I've tried them out and I know they work. And I recently bought some of their bike shorts because my old tights they gave me for free have lasted for so long. I still wear them. But when I knew I wanted to buy some bike shorts, they were the first people I thought of, because I know they're really great quality and they last and they have, you know, the right sort of sizing. The next thing I want to talk about is shoes. I'm not going to recommend a particular type of shoe because everyone is so different when it comes to their feet, but think about getting some new shoes if you're looking for workout gear for the gym or for classes, because so often we don't change our shoes regularly enough, and that can be what causes foot pain. So sometimes, depending how often you're going for a walk or using your shoes, we need new ones every 6 to 12 months. So if you haven't bought new shoes for a long time, you deserve them. Go out and get yourself some new shoes. Now I just really want to quickly touch on yoga equipment. So in my classes, I like to use blocks and straps, and people get a bit scared about that because they're like, I've never used them. Does that mean it's going to be hard? And actually blocks and straps really help you to have a more comfortable experience and can make yoga feel a little bit easier, especially when you're starting out. So Kmart have a block and a strap that come together, which is really great. But if you want to get yourself beautiful quality, then I highly recommend Stretch Now, which is an Australian company online, and they make really beautiful mats, straps, blocks, all the equipment that you could possibly need for yoga. And I highly recommend doing that because it can make your yoga experience feel really, really great. And when it comes to mats, I just want you to think about this. Oftentimes people get thick ones because they're worried about their knees on the floor, and I totally understand that. But really thick ones can be hard when you're standing. They can slide underneath you when you're doing standing poses. So I'd recommend getting 2 thinner mats, and maybe just get a cheap one from Kmart that goes on the bottom, and then get yourself a really nice quality one that goes on top. So that's my recommendations for workout gear and how it can really help to motivate you to get started or get back into your exercise routine. And as this video comes out, it's around that time of sale time. It's just after Christmas. So now might be a really great time to treat yourself. You might get some really awesome things on sale. So I've got the links to the people that I really recommend, remembering that I could end up with some freebies from Fabletics. Just need to let you know, so I'm being completely transparent. But I love their clothes and I love all the brands that I recommended, and I highly recommend you go and treat yourself. And just a reminder, if you're looking to get back into exercise, I have a really great freebie that you can try, which is my Moon Phases freebie. Basically, it's all about exercising with different routines for different phases of the moon. We have different energy levels. Our bodies are like more tired at certain times of the month and less tired at other times of the month. So if you download my freebie, you get access to 4 videos, one for the 4 main phases of the moon, and you can get started on your exercise routine at home for free. So please download that freebie, and I look forward to seeing you next time.